Okay, I think it's working. So this is recording too, so we'll put this up on After Ellen right after. So I'm here with Kiyomi from Hunter Valentine and Make or Break the Linda Perry Project. And we say hello, Kiyomi.
Hi, what's up, guys? How's it going?
So, we obviously have been watching you on the show, and it's been pretty cool to see another side of you guys in the studio and writing music. I mean, how awesome is that that people get to see, watch your process, or is it not awesome? Do you wish that it was more secret?
No, it's amazing for people to see the process, I think. Um, it's hard to watch yourself. I mean, like, when you listen, you record your voicemail greeting and you listen back and you're like, ooh, the
Yeah.
sound of your own voice is always a little bit challenging to listen to, but I'm really happy that this one is very music focused and I mean, we don't get to see it until what you guys see it.
Right.
So there
Months.
are some things that you're like, wow, I said that or she said that, you know? So
Definitely. What, so last night, I think people probably want to know, did you know that Amy was having these feelings?
not to that extent. No, I did not.
Okay, so that's interesting. All right, so let's I'll start with some questions that we got on Twitter using Ask Kiyomi, and people can still ask questions that way. If you could collaborate with any musician, who would it be? And that's from Melissa.
Um, I think I would take two artists that are kind of on very different spectrums. One would be Brody Dale from the Distillers, and the
Mhm.
other one would be Pink, because I think that they're just very strong performers and big personalities, which I seem to chase around big personalities a lot. And I don't know if it gets me into more trouble than successes, but I can't help it.
Well, they're both super hot with tattoos, so that doesn't hurt either. Okay, so what's your favorite band? That's from Kaylee.
I really do like the band The Distillers. They're not a band anymore, unfortunately. I like big dramatic bands too, ironically. Um, I like Muse is a great band. Who else? I like simple punk rock bands like Alkaline Trios, a good one, just because I kind of tend to lean more towards like darker lyrics, with a pop melody. I like that contrast. So those are some.
What about a band or a musician that might surprise people that you like?
I like country.
Oh, okay.
Um, it's embarrassing. I can't tell you those secrets.
Well, like pop country, like on the radio right now, or like old school cool country, or what?
Well,
I'm
I
talking
like
about.
cool country. Like that's definitely a a musical bond that I have with my mom. We listen to like Americana and sort of roots music, like Lucinda Williams or um, uh, sorry, my brain is a little off.
Okay.
But I do like myself a pop country artist too. I think that's the most confusing thing to people when we talk about music. But I really like a song is a song to me, right? And I think that some of the songs that are coming out of Nashville are just very strong, so I can't really ignore that.
Yeah, sure. So, Vicky wants to know if most of your lyrics reflect your life experiences, and if not, what do you draw your inspiration from?
Yeah, they come from mostly my life experiences, or sometimes I like to play the role of a storyteller. So, if I'm not going through something directly, I might be watching a friend go through it, or see something in the world, and it affects me to the point where I can't stop thinking about it until I write it out.
Hmm. Okay, and are you the one, the sole lyric writer in the band, or do Laura and whoever else is in the band at the time help too?
I've always been the lyric writer.
Okay.
There are a couple songs like Great Canadian Love Song that Laura wrote. Laura wrote the lyrics for that, and um, Lonely Crusade, Vero. Remember Vero?
I remember
Vero.
Vera. I think somebody asked if she'll ever appear with you guys again too, so that's another question.
Vero's a great musician and a great songwriter. You know, it's like she did write Lonely Crusade, and then we changed a couple things. But I would love to tour with her again. I don't think she'll be playing in the band, but
Mhm.
I would love to work with her. I'd love to write with her again.
Cool. Lil Miz wants to know
Who?
what Lil Miz, her name is Lil Miz, wants to know what was one other dream you want to achieve apart from being a musician?
Oh, this is gonna be a shocker. I almost went to college on a basketball scholarship
Oh
because
shit.
what I did all through high school and junior high, that's all I did. And then um, when I was about 17, I like started playing the guitar more and more and more. And I think I realized that you could get girls that way a lot more than basketball.
Really? Okay, yeah, I can see that.
I'm joking, I'm joking. But yeah, that's what I was trying to do before all this happened.
Okay, that's
I also
interesting. Yeah.
like to open a restaurant in the future.
Where would you do it at?
I mean, right now I can't see myself leaving Brooklyn, so probably here.
Cool. Let's see. Do you guys have a pre-show ritual? And that's Melissa again wants to know if you have a pre-show ritual.
Before we play a show,
Mhm.
we do vocal warm-ups and we get naked,
Mhm.
chants, that kind of thing. No, we do vocal warm-ups and we just, Laura warms up with her drum pad. I run around frantically, that kind of stuff. Nothing like we don't pray, we don't do a chant, we don't do
Take
anything.
shots.
Oh yeah, we probably have like a couple drinks.
Hmm. I loved how in our last night's episode, Linda said she was wondering if you were going to come in with a whiskey bottle.
I mean, the woman thinks that we're crazy.
It's
We're
okay
really
though.
not that crazy. We're like, we're just we're cooped up in that house for far too long.
Hey, that stripper did not strip. Is that because of it was TV or what?
Oh, that stripper did strip.
Oh, we just didn't see it. See, good to know. This is
And
why
you
we
know
do talk.
what? There was three of them.
What? So they really added some shit out. Okay, good to know. Did you get yourself in trouble? Your girlfriend was there at the time though, so.
Yeah. No, I didn't. I didn't.
Okay. Autumn wants to know if you could party or hang out with any musician, dead or alive, who would it be?
Dead or alive. Um, well, the ones that are dead would probably get me into trouble, like Janis Joplin.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, I'd love to meet. I would have loved to have met Janis Joplin or Amy Winehouse, the ones that like really got into their heads and crazy. I think that some of those artists, their artistic mind was just like too much for them, and that's why they ended up where they ended up, which is a shame, but I guess it happens. And alive, who do I want to hang out with? I don't know. It's a good question. I have no
Yeah, you
idea.
probably get to hang out with some that you like, right?
Yeah, I get to hang out with Cyndi Lauper every once in a while, and who else was I hanging out with? I don't know. You meet people randomly, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, is this really happening right now?
If you could tour with someone, a group or a person that you have always idolized, is there someone that you'd want to go on tour with? And that's from Lisa.
I I think that I picked somebody who would make me a better performer, like from watching them every night. So again, that would be someone that would be like I went to the Pink show in London, and I was just like this the entire time. She's like flying around the arena, not missing a note.
Yeah.
So she would be awesome, and Muse would be awesome. You know who would be good? Green Day. Green Day would be real cool.
You guys would be good with them. I think that would be really interesting.
Yeah, I think it would fit. So
Yeah,
everybody tell Green Day that we
yeah,
should.
we're gonna like send out good vibes that you and Green Day will go
Yeah.
together. So Vicky wants to know if there's anything you'd like to go back to school and study for besides basketball.
Besides basketball. Wait, did she just ask that now because she's watching?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
um, let me see. I'm into design and I'm into art. I think it would be cool, and I do all the merch for the band. Like I put it all together. I can't really draw or anything, but it's all comes from up here.
Mhm.
So I work with various artists and stuff like that. I think I would like to go back to school for graphic design, something like that.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm
And
also supposed to be putting out a clothing line soon, which is very, very behind, like probably 2 years behind.
what?
So,
You have to tell us about that now. So what is it? Like, what's it all about?
I mean, I think it's like rock and roll chic meets streetwear, so
Mhm.
and very unisex. So stuff that not just for tomboys, but something that you could look very sexy in, but also I could wear.
Mhm.
It's called Death and Diamonds,
Oh,
and
nice.
I don't know, lots of black, obviously. Uh,
Mhm. Sounds good. I like it already.
yeah.
So where will people be able to find it? And are you working with anybody on it or?
I'm working with my tattoo artist on some of the designs and stuff like that, but I think that the idea is to collaborate with a lot of different artists
Mhm.
on it and not just have like one sole person in charge of the graphics. And
Mhm.
it's definitely going to be like my eye and my ideas. The same way with the merch, but a little
Awesome.
different.
That's great. Okay. What's a good spot in Brooklyn to have a drink or just chill? Melissa wants to know.
My house.
You can invite everyone to your house though. You got to tell them where to go.
um, Let me see. I really like the Commodore. It's like
Okay. Where's that?
it's kind of looks like a dive bar, but it's not really. It's got like a lot of vintage antique sort of like pictures on the wall and a big one of those big marlins. So it's kind of like kitschy like that.
Mhm.
They make amazing cocktails, and they have awesome fried chicken.
Good to know. And what part of Brooklyn's that in?
That's in Williamsburg,
Okay.
um, but I live in Bushwick now, so that's a bar in Bushwick would be a place called the Johnsons, and they have these giant like sort of like basket chairs hanging from the ceiling that you can swing around on. It's kind of cool there too.
That's awesome. Except for if you're really drunk, that might not really work out very well to be swinging in chairs. But
That's when it's the most fun,
oh,
Trish.
okay. See, you're a little bit more of a partier. I'd be like, it's time to go home. Okay. Kimber wants to know when the new Hunter Valentine album will be coming out.
Kimber, good question. We're working on it now. We're going to LA to record in August, so we're hoping to put out at least a single in the fall. So
Sounds
I'm
good.
just as anxious as you are, Kimber.
We're all waiting. Kimber, thank you for asking the question everybody wants to know. Let's see. Lil Miz again wants to know how do you show your friends that you care when you don't get to see them often?
You know
Ever
what's
been
cool
asked that
these
before?
days? What?
Have you
Have
ever
I?
been asked that one before?
No, that's a good question. That's
Yeah.
why I like this thing. It's not just like regular magazine type questions.
What are you
It's
trying to say? I
that
asked you boring
I'm
questions.
not bored. No, I'm joking. Um, how do I show? It's really hard. There was like definitely a disconnect between my friends and I when I was on the road for like all of last year. Was it last year or the year before? I'm losing my mind.
Mhm.
Um, like there was like a 3 month long tour that was really hard to sort of remind them that you're still a person and alive out here because they don't see you. But just like calling them regularly and catching up and talking to them about what's going on in their life because it can be very isolating when you're on the road. You kind of live in your own world.
Mhm.
So you know FaceTime is cool these days because it's like makes you feel like you're right there. But yeah, you just showing that you care by like checking in all the time, you know?
Mm-hmm. Cool. What's the most interesting fact that you know?
What?
That's what Lil Miz wants to know.
Oysters have sex.
That's exactly why people ask you this question because you say things like oysters have sex. So I love that. That's amazing. Okay, I didn't know that anyways. What about where would your dream shoot be if it didn't matter like cost or anything?
Um, well, like when I was a kid growing up, I spent part of my childhood living in Bali, Indonesia, and I haven't been back there since I was like 17. So I'd probably do it there just so I could go back and, revisit that whole thing.
Yeah, that'd be rad. By the way, Melissa says that she would legit meet you at either of those bars for a drink or your house. So it's
Oh,
up to
okay.
you. Okay? Inviting
Hey
people to your
there,
house.
drinks are on you though, Melissa.
Okay. What's your least favorite music genre?
That's a good question because I'm seriously, I don't hate on any. Um, I'm not a huge fan of funk.
Okay.
It just seems like too forceful and contrived for me. I don't know, like, and I'm
Okay.
also like not a big dancer, and that
What?
I'm not. No,
You don't like to
that
dance?
do I like it?
Yeah.
No.
Why? Because you think you're bad at it, or what do you not like about it?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty bad.
Oh, we need to see this. I just want to say,
No,
like,
you don't. No,
when
no.
you come to LA, I'm gonna go to wherever you're at, and I'm gonna make you dance to some funk music, and I'm gonna record it.
Yeah, can you imagine getting
That would be
down?
so
Uh, no.
please. Oh God. Okay, so what would you do if you had one day to live?
Um, I would make sure that I saw as many people that I love as possible and tell them that I love them.
Yeah,
Get
that
deep.
would be a good thing to do. Oh, how about this? Have you ever been annoyed by a fan?
Never.
Oh, you liar. I'm sure some people are crazy.
No, I mean, just, like, actually, they're more aggressive with Laura for some
Are
reason.
they?
And I've gotten annoyed for her. Like, there was a girl that stuck her entire hand down Laura's pants, and I had to tell her to fuck off a bit, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, we have so much respect for them, and I only get annoyed when they don't have it for us, you know what I mean?
Do you think it's because you're a musician and people think like, oh, you're fun and you'll like do whatever, or is it like part of like they think they know you from being on TV, or what do you think it is?
I think it's the TV thing because, they can see you at every point. Like it's not just watching you like play a show.
Hmm.
Like they see you do everything when you're on a reality television show, and yeah, it makes them feel like they know you, which is
Yeah.
great because as a musician, I want to feel connected with the audience, and so that the being on various television shows has like amplified that. And I'm really not complaining about it. I don't have too many complaints about fans
As
ever.
long as they don't stick their hands down your shirt or your pants, you'll be okay.
I mean, like if there's a couple ones that you want to do that. No, I'm joking.
That's the thing, is if they're hot, it's not creepy, but if they're not
No,
hot, it's creepy.
no, no.
That's how it
I mean,
goes.
no, no.
Mhm. Do you still keep in touch with your real L word peoples?
Yeah. Um, I see Whitney and Sada whenever I'm in LA usually, or if we do like appearances together, obviously. Um, who else? Who else do we need to talk about? I'm trying to. My brain is
Amanda?
off. Amanda. Oh, I saw her last night. You
Oh,
just
well, there
reminded
you
me.
go.
I saw
Perfect.
Amanda last night. Yeah. Amanda's more is closer with Lauren, but yeah, we all live in the same area, so
Cool. And what about who else was that? Romy?
I was never real tight with Romy. I think that because Lauren and Romy were like butted heads a bit, um, I never really got to know Romy. I don't have any
And I
issue
think
or
Corey and
problem
Casey
with her.
are the only two, right? Corey and Casey, do you still talk to them?
Yeah, like we talk online through various avenues, but they live in LA and I live here, so I don't see them that often.
Yeah.
Summer, I don't really talk to. Vero, I catch up with every once in a while. Uh, who else is there?
I think that's it. That's pretty much the cast, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
let's see. Oh, go ahead.
No, no, no.
Okay. What's your favorite part of being on tour?
I've always been a big traveler, so just, being able to explore new places, new food, and meet new people. And the music, being able to do like my passion every single night, and that's the best thing probably.
Awesome. Okay, let's see if there's any other questions coming in. Making sure I got everybody.
Let me
What's
ask.
the most memorable show? What's the most memorable show that you've played?
I think that it probably would have been in Japan, the first time playing in Japan, because I'm part Japanese. Being able to go there for the first time and, you know, have somebody say your name, but you've never been to that country and it's like super far away is was pretty crazy. And just they're very generally like an excited audience and very enthusiastic. So I loved it.
Did you come back saying that you're big in Japan?
No.
You know, that's the joke that you're big in Japan, you're
I
huge in
should.
Japan.
Yeah, I
Okay.
wish I wish we were. We're gonna be going back there when we have a new record, but yeah, it's a great
Yeah,
place.
so what's the plan with that? I mean, is that so when you guys have a record, we just be touring off it for a long time, or what's the plan?
Yeah, we'll be going out in the States probably in we're looking at October right now, doing a national tour in the US. And Europe, we did a bunch of European touring on the last record, so we'll be doing that and hopefully get over to Australia this time because I went there on like a club tour with Lauren, and I had a lot of people asking me, "When's the band coming? When's the band coming?" And
Mhm.
yeah, I think we need to make that happen on this record.
Cool, because somebody else was asking about England, so that'll be on the next record too, then, hopefully.
Yes, yes,
Cool.
England. We had a great time in England on the last record. We played two shows in London. I think they were both sold out. Both London shows were sold out, so that was cool. We'd never really played there. Actually, we played there once before, but to go over there and have two sold out shows was pretty epic.
Definitely. So Little Miz would like us to know that her name is Chloe. So she
Hi,
said, my
Chloe.
name's
That's my
Chloe.
sister's name.
See, Chloe, I'm sorry. It just comes up as Little Miz, and I just want, so anyways, I like it either way. But she wants to know if you mind fans making covers of your music.
Oh, like singing covers? No, I love it. Send me all your covers. I'd love to hear them. Your
Please.
interpretation of
Send me the cover.
my.
And have you heard any or seen any that you were really impressed by? Some sort of stuff like that?
I see them all the time, actually. I think it's very brave to like record that and send that to an artist. Like I would be too scared to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's definitely, I mean, because in case, what if you didn't like it? Then that would be so heartbreaking. But I'm sure you like everybody's, right?
Yeah, I mean, just the effort alone is amazing.
Hmm. Awesome. Okay, so let's do one more, and because it's already been half an hour. Geez, this goes so by so fast. Do you remember? Melissa wants to know when I gave you my shirt at Stone Pony because you said you liked it.
Yes, I do. I think I still have it.
What's the shirt? I need to know what it is that you liked that the person gave you the shirt off their back.
I think it was I think it was like a Forever 21 shirt. There's been a couple times that I've gotten shirts. One time somebody gave me their shirt. I traded shirts with them. I don't know why this is like a thing, and it says Lesbian Mafia. I had to have that shirt. That was a good one.
They did not sell that at Forever 21. That had to be a different place.
No, I think the one that she gave me was white. Trying to remember, with a pocket. I can't.
So it was just a cool shirt that you liked, and she was like, "Here."
Yeah.
That's amazing. What a good job to have. I would love to go up to people and be like, "Give me that shirt," you know?
I wish I could ask her right now, did we trade shirts? I wish like I could tweet back. Well, I guess I can, right?
You can. I mean, she said ask. It's let's see. She's got a PR. Okay, I'll just retweet it, and then you can find it, and then you can tell her. You can ask her about it. But that's awesome. I wish that I could go up to people and ask for that. Actually, I'm wearing a femme shirt right now, though. So if anybody wants to steal my femme shirt, you can ask, because
you know what? I think I like that shirt.
That would be ironic, I think. Well, you don't consider yourself a butch or femme, though, do you? You're kind of in the middle, right?
No, an in-betweener.
Yes. Yeah, because sometimes you got the cleavage showing and sometimes you don't, so it's like you never know.
I think that those kind of roles are very dated, you know? And so I don't really use them.
Okay.
Hey, cowboy, come here.
I was going to say, what's going on in the background there? Do we have a dog?
Yeah, hold on. Not like that. This is Cowboy.
Oh, Cowboy. Oh my gosh, what is he? Is he what is it?
He's a Boston Frenchie.
Yeah, Boston Terrier. A Boston Frenchie?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what is that called? Like do they have a hybrid name?
I don't know.
Like a Benchy or a Frost? I don't know.
A Frosty.
It's adorable. Did you just get him?
One second.
Okay.
1 second. Anyway, no, it's not it's my friend's dog. I'm watching my friend's dog.
Well, I love him. Okay, well, I think that's all the questions that we have today, but we'll do this again. And I think, next week, are we doing it with Laura, or are you back next week?
I think that either it's going to be both of us or just Laura. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. But I think I'm going to Sweden.
Okay. We'll switch it up, and we'll get back with you and also talk to Laura sometime. But thank you for chatting with us.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Bye.